Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Lush Lawn. Pretty active week weather-wise, and now it is cold in a lot of places, especially northern lower Michigan where skies have cleared and you see the minus sign a lot of places. Now, in southern lower, you're looking at temperatures 5 to 10 degrees, definitely cold. If you haven't stepped outside this morning, put your heaviest shirts on and your heaviest sweaters on. Let's get to it here. Happy Friday to everybody. Hey, happy Friday, Tim Hall from sunny Central Florida, near 80 yesterday. He's rubbing it in. Bannister has lots of snow and cold. All right, so you can kind of see here, Adrian, 6 degrees, Bad Axe, 10, Flint is at 2. But I'll scroll down for you here. Jackson at 3, Tri-Cities, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland at 5. We get into the west side of the state, Grand Rapids at 3, Ludington 1 below, South Haven 3 below. Then we get into the northeast and north central part of the state, and you can see that we got a lot of very cold temperatures. 14 below in Bel Air right now. Cadillac at 10 below. Charlevoix 8 below. Grayling 20 below. Icebox of the Lower Peninsula 18 below in Pellston. Hey, Michelle Lalonde, 2 below at your house. Okay. All right, so it's cold. What about the storm? If you're driving south, you still have to contend with it a little bit through Indiana and Ohio and Kentucky. By the time you get down there, it should be winding down. They're looking for another 1 or 2 inches of snow in places there. And it's cold, so you're going to definitely have some snowy roads, perhaps, still driving to the south. A little closer of a look, and you can see that down to the south, that's where the snow is falling. You won't run into it until you get to central and southern Ohio and Indiana. All right, now we're going to look out into the future. We're looking at the European model. We're going to take it out 10 days. And the thing to focus on, I think, is the fact that we have a fairly quiet weather pattern coming up for the next 10 days. We see a couple of Alberta clippers that are pretty moisture starved. A lot of it stays north of most of Michigan, and all those serve to do is bring us warm air ahead of it, mild air, I guess I should say. I'll let you decide if it's warm. A lot warmer than it is this morning, and then a little colder behind it. So here we go. Right now, just pick out where, say, Florida is, and you can see Texas, you can see Illinois clearly. You can kind of, there's a lot of lines over Michigan, but once you find Illinois, hopefully you can find Michigan. All right, so we go into today, and it should be fairly dry, except for along the shoreline this evening. In southwest corner, you're going to get some lake effect developing. You could have 2 to 4 inches of snow tonight. Tomorrow, generally a dry day, a cold day. We can see some sunshine too. There's that first Alberta clipper. We'll look at that a little bit closer, but the center of it comes across the UP, northern part of the UP, so it doesn't really drive accumulating snow into lower Michigan. It does serve to bring somewhat milder temperatures. And also what I want you to notice is you see the red lines. That's temperatures above freezing generally, and kind of bubbling up into southern Canada. That's kind of a trend I'm seeing. Those try to come toward us, then they get squashed by the cold front. So it's not really that we'll get into a lot of warm air, but the point is it's getting closer. And I guess I should say, quote unquote, warm air. So this is Tuesday, and we're into the mild air. We could flirt with 40 degrees, probably mid to upper 30s because of the fresh snow on the ground. Hey, Mark Nimmert, thanks for watching. And Chris Uline, thanks for watching this morning. You're watching the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Lush Lawn. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Happy Friday, everybody. So we're into Wednesday of next week, and now we're into Thursday. Really nothing to speak of. Here's another one of those Alberta clippers. This is new on this model run that it comes through next Friday and then a reinforcing shot of Arctic air. And that certainly could be the case. That stands to reason. But with the warm air so close, it could still be an error too. It's quite a ways out, so we'll watch that a little closer. Just a little bit closer of a look for you here at the same model run. Let me get it back for you. Here's today, and there's that lake effect developing on the southwest corner of the state. And then here's the dry weather midday and early afternoon tomorrow, and then there's the Alberta Clipper coming across the UP and northern third of the lower, only accumulating snow across the UP, probably a couple of inches there. We go into Monday and we go into Tuesday, and it looks like it's okay travel to maybe a few days good travel for next week. I thought I'd just show you what we get over the next 10 days as far as a snowfall total. Hey, good morning, Rachel Stosick and Dave Mayberry. Thanks for watching. And Wayne Lynch and Mark Hangan. Thanks for watching. Share if you could. We'd appreciate it greatly here at MLive. So this is a snowfall into Saturday. You know, it's a couple inches in the southwest and just flurries elsewhere. And then we go out 10 days, and you're looking at 1 to 3 inches across lower in the 10 days leading up to mid-February. That's really not a whole lot. So that's why I would call it a fairly quiet weather pattern. Oh, now temperatures. Well, this morning I already showed you how cold it is. Tomorrow, cold again. A lot of spots will be below zero tomorrow. And if it clears again, some of these places that say -5 might say -10 or -15. That's the way it works with fresh snow, especially in southern Michigan with all the fresh snow you have. Sunday, still cold, but not as cold. Hey, good morning, Sandy Plowen from Olivet. Tuesday, still cold, but then Wednesday morning, these are low temperatures, I should say. These are low temperatures. So Wednesday morning, we pop up to lows in the upper 20s, and Thursday in the upper 20s, and Friday in the teens and 20s. And then it advertises that cold outbreak again as we get toward next weekend. Now let's look at the afternoon temperatures. Today we are cold in the teens, bundle up. To Saturday, a little bit better with temperatures in the low 20s. It's some sunshine. Sunday, quite a bit better, low to mid 30s. Monday, around 30 degrees. Tuesday, if you want a little bit of warmer weather, good morning, Brian Rodimer. A little warmer weather. Tuesday, look at that, 37, 40 degrees. Wednesday, temperatures mid to upper 30s. Thursday, around the freezing mark. Friday, call it 32 to 38. And then Saturday and Sunday, again, advertising that cold outbreak. And I do want to say something. Remember, this all along, this was a long duration snow. Well, that did work out for southern, far southeast lower Michigan, the Detroit area, Ann Arbor, far southeast. We had a heavy burst of snow through Lansing and Flint, and then it ended. You got up to 10 to 12 inches of snow. The far southeast Detroit was saying, hey, this was blown forecast. We only got 4 or 5 inches. Well, you got 3 to 4 more inches yesterday. The official account at Romulus, Detroit Metro Airport, 9.2 inches. So before you say the weather person is wrong, just wait until the storm is all the way over like it should be. I think it worked out great. Perfect? No. Almost perfect. Timing, start, duration of the storm, intensity, ending. The only thing I would wish we could do is forecast that little mesoscale band that takes it from 8 or 9 inches up to 11 or 12. And you know what? I probably would not have even forecasted that if I knew it was going to happen. Why? As a meteorologist, 32 years, if we mention a foot, I never mentioned a foot. If we mention a foot, it's the kiss of death, because a foot is real hard to do, and everybody focuses on the foot of snow. And when you get 9 inches, you're wrong, because it wasn't a foot. So I like to stop right at 11 unless I see a couple of characteristics. We do have foot plus snowstorms, but I got to see a couple things. I got to see a closed 500 millibar low pressure system. That's a low pressure system aloft. That's going to circulate things around. And I got to see a slow movement. And I got to see no thunderstorms in the south that would rob any moisture. Then I think we could get over a foot on some snowstorms. But yeah. So there we go. We got through it, and we've got a winter wonderland to go enjoy, but definitely bundle up. Hey, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Lush Lawn. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.